Now to Vallejo, where sideshows took over the city streets over the weekend. In fact, residents say they were larger than anything they'd seen yet. Now, whether you view sideshows as a dangerous crime or just the latest form of teenage rebellion, there is no denying that they're getting bigger and more frequent. Our John Ramos has more on the plea for help.
Vallejo has always had more than its fair share of crime, but the way that the sideshows have grown in this community in recent days has neighbors feeling like there's no one in charge anymore. On Sunday night, hundreds of people showed up at the corner of Sonoma Boulevard and Kentucky Street for a sideshow. The street sign is missing today, but you can see a guy carrying it as he walks through the crowd. Sam Caniglio lives in the neighborhood and wasn't able to get to his house because of all the cars blocking the streets.
You cannot drive anywhere. It's loud, it's scary, people have guns. They ended the event by shooting the guns off, and that's when they knew the show was over.
He says it lasted for about 90 minutes and not a single police officer ever showed up.
Oh yeah, we're fed up with the lack of no one showing up to do something about it.
But while they may be fed up, no one seems very surprised. The night before, on Saturday, another sideshow began at the corner of Georgia Street and Columbus Parkway. The street is covered with black skid marks, and there are ribbons of rubber that sheared off the tires. At this one, estimates of the crowd size range from 500 to 1,000 people.
It was the biggest one I've seen. So it's getting bigger. They're getting more people come shows up.
Kay Whitecotton lives right near that intersection and says people were actually climbing onto the roof of the house across the street to watch it. He says it lasted at least 40 minutes, and again, no one from the city ever arrived.
Nobody cared.
Did the police ever show up?
Never did. Police never showed up. I don't know why they don't show up. No idea. You would think that they could bring in 4 or 5 cars and block off that intersection and arrest 1,000 people. And they don't.
But his neighbor, Enrique Sigui, sees the impracticality of that.
My wife asked me to call the police, but then I said, what's the point? I mean, they won't be able to do anything. There was too many people, too many cars. What are they going to do?
That's a question everyone, including the police, are asking. The department is already struggling with a manpower shortage, and the idea of a handful of officers stopping hundreds of people from doing anything seems pretty unlikely. They can sometimes get help from neighboring departments, like in August when they towed away a couple of cars. But usually the gatherings pop up so quickly that there is little time to coordinate anything. But Whitecotton thinks you don't have to arrest everyone.
I think if they put 8 or 10 of them in jail for the night, they wouldn't go to another one. Yeah. They would know that the police are going to come and arrest them. But they don't have to worry. The police never show up.
Like it or not, that's the message that's been sent and received. So expect the sideshows to continue. And like your mother probably said, it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
Like a lot of agencies, the Vallejo Police Department has shrunk every year since 2020. Last summer, the city voted to declare a state of emergency with only 43 sworn officers to patrol the entire city.